Hi everyone, it's John Dyslexic Geek here. In front of me is my fully complete and fully assembled Hogwarts Chamber of Secrets Castle. I do have all the sets built now, all the different module components put together, and I've finally for the first time got it all laid out as one big gigantic Hogwarts Castle. Now for my layout, I've tried to follow the one that Lego recommends that are in the back of the instructions on the room of requirements, so it's that sort of layout. But I have made quite a few changes on my own to try and personalise. I've got a few extra sets in here that castle doesn't particularly have. Well, I'll go through those in a minute when we have a look around the back side. You can't really tell from this side really, but from the rear it will be more clear. But it does look quite impressive seeing it all like this. It really is visually amazing. Now the one thing about this modular castle, it's not really possible to get to a 100% to scale version of Hogwarts. It's not really being designed that way, I don't think. I've looked at various different configurations and it's not really possible to get it at 100% accurate. If you want a full 100% full Hogwarts, you need to get the big castle. But I think it does a really good job. Customization side of it, so you can have it how you see fit. You don't necessarily have to follow how Hogwarts really looks like. It can be down to your interpretation. So I do quite like that, but it does look really, really good. I'm so pleased with it laid out like this. It's really quite impressive to see it. There are a few gaps here and there, but again, that's the way the modules have been designed. It doesn't all click together sadly to form a perfect castle, but I like the look of it. I think it looks really good, in fact. Very impressive when you see it. It gives it a real sense of scope, real sense of ambition. Now I do have incorporated into my castle every single one of the modulars, or module sets. The only one I don't have is the first flying lesson. I don't really I've got the set, but I don't really have anywhere to incorporate it. It looks a bit odd. I've been playing around with my configuration for the best part of a week, trying to get it how I want, and I think this configuration is the best one. I think the way Lego sort of recommend that you have it, that's how they suggest. And for the most part, it works. So I do like looking at it from around. When I'll show you in a second, when we get a bit closer. The real dollhouse effect, it is pretty impressive, and I'm so super pleased with it. Very good. So let's take a closer look at some of the details. So take a little bit of a closer look round now. Here we have the Great Hall there with the doors of the Chamber of Secrets, which doesn't really have any other place for it to go. It does have to be tagged on the end. There's not really any other place I can really put it. We have down this little courtyard here. We have the bridge for the Battle of Hogwarts. Then we move around. We've got the room of requirement, which is down here. When you look round here, over here we've got the hospital wing. Dumbledore's office is here, which is the tallest spire in the set. I've tried to get it as accurate as possible. And you've got the various things down here. There's nothing in this obviously space here. There's obviously nothing really to put here. Not really much you can do about that, unfortunately. And then we move around to this side here. Take a look at this. There's a tower that I've got here built up, which I think works quite well. We have the clock tower with a couple of owls on there, which looks quite good. I think it works quite well. Then moving around here to here, we have the Great Hall. It's not easy to get in, but you can just about see it there. Got the Great Hall, and now below that I have the Chamber of Secrets down here. It sort of works, I think. I've got I think that looks all right. I think that's the best way you can really have it. So moving round to the rear, I pulled some of this out here. So we've got in there the part of the Battle for Hogwarts set that's incorporated in there. We've got a bit of the astronomy tower that's there. Then moving down here, I've got the room for requirement with all the various bits and pieces in there. It does all go all the way up to the clock tower with the working mechanism. Then moving down here, we've got the chute from the Chamber of Secrets set. Now, on the Hogwarts castle that Lego have built, they don't have the girls' bathroom directly above it, which is what I wanted. So that's what I've done. So you can open up the chute and go straight down into the Chamber of Secrets. That's a better interpretation I can get of it. There's not really there's no other way of doing it. I've also incorporated Fluffy's encounter in mine. He is very snug in there, a bit tight, but that's the best place for it. Lego in their configuration don't have this room in here, but I wanted to include it because I think it's a bit of yeah, I can't really not have it. Then moving up top here, I have one extra set. That is a promo set. It is the Gryffindor bedroom. Now, I didn't get this set. I had to buy all the parts individually from Lego, so I assembled it all together myself. I don't have obviously the special minifigures that came with it, but I wanted the bedroom and more for these the wizard card tiles. So all these like wizard cards you got in a few years ago, they do all go on that little tile that you can pull out. I'm missing 5 of them, so I've got 5 more that I need to get. But yeah, I think that looks quite cool. I did want that as part of my Hogwarts. I think it looks really well. Though unfortunately, when I placed my order for all the individual parts, I did miss a few bricks. So I've had to incorporate a few bits and pieces out of my own collection that aren't the same colour. But that was my dyslexic brain not functioning properly when I was ordering bits and pieces. So, but it works. It's okay. It's not too bad. Then moving down here, we have, I think, it's the fireplace in there. It's not brilliant. It's very, very small. Not much to go in there. We have Gilderoy Lockhart's office. And then we have the hospital wing, which I think works quite well. I've incorporated Sirius Escape's stairs here. And the gated door that was in that set, that's up here as well. I do have the harp as well for the Fluffies encounter there. But then moving down, I do have the potions class, Gilderoy Lockhart's classroom. Then moving up, I've got Dumbledore's office. We keep going up, we've got various bits and pieces in there. And at the very top of the tallest spire is the Sword of Gryffindor, which works really well. I think that looks really good. I think that's the best way I can get it configured. I can't really think how else I could do it. But it's all down to your own interpretation. And this is mine. Roughly, say mostly very much based on what Lego have done, but with a few nods of my own. So I think that looks pretty good. That's the best I can really get it. I've been playing around with it, trying to get it in different configurations, but this is the one that I think does work best. Yeah, looks pretty good. So overall, yeah, it's very, very impressive. It's not perfect. Don't get me wrong. It's not really a substitute for the huge, great, big micro scale Hogwarts you can get. If you want a perfect representation for it, that is available, and that would do a better job. But for this, as a modular set, I think it works really well. Now, I understand next year, I think Lego might well be doing more modules. We thought this year the room of requirement would be in the final modular set, or the Battle of Hogwarts. Battle of Hogwarts set that came out in June or July. That was supposed to be the last of the modules, but I do believe there's rumours that there might be more of them coming out. So I would quite like to see that. Now, obviously, if you're to buy all these sets together, it probably adds up to the same kind of price money as, say, the huge, great big Hogwarts Castle. But it's hard to really compare the two. For one thing, that's a micro scale. This is fully minifigure scale, so you could play with it. It has a lot of players. It is a full dollhouse, and that is a very expensive set in one hit. The purpose of this Chamber of Secrets castle is that you've been able to buy the modulars as you go over the years. I think it's about 3 or 4 years now they've been releasing sets, so you don't have to go out and buy everything in one go, which I didn't do. I've been buying them gradually, so that's sort of, you can't really compare the two, if you know what I mean. I don't think that's really a fair comparison. But it's huge. That's the only sort of, will I be leaving this up fully assembled? I don't think so. For one thing, this table is is the kitchen table downstairs, so this can't stay up here permanently, unfortunately. And even if I wanted to, it takes up too much room in my little Lego room. It's so big, don't really have room for it. It's not in this configuration. Maybe at some point, but it's nice to see it. I'll probably just put all the parts together up on a shelf, and maybe one day when I've got a bigger Lego room, it'll go on display properly. But but I like looking at it. It's very cool. Yes, very good. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I mean, it's got its flaws. It's not perfect, but I like it, and I think it looks really good. For different angles, it really does work incredibly well. I've played around with various different configurations, but I think this one is the one that really this one looks most thematically correct. I think as best you can get it. So that's it. This is my Hogwarts Castle. Let me know in the comments. Have you got yours fully assembled yet? Have you got a different configuration? I'd be interested to know what you've done. Can I please ask you to leave a like And if you enjoyed today's video, I'm very grateful if you can consider subscribing today. And I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Thanks very much for watching today.